Well, congratulations. Is that how you saw the fight going when you were thinking about this fight?
Man, that dude's trying to take my head off. I'm like, I don't know. Like, we kind of saw that. We knew that. Even at the weigh-ins, I was telling my coaches, he was like, just grabs me. And I was like, man, I was like, a little strong, bro. I was like, you need to calm down a little bit. But, yeah, that was the game plan, you know. I felt like a little slow in my hands. But obviously, I always critic myself. But my coach was like, no, idiot. That's the game plan. You're fine. But, you know, I try to, like, obviously listen to my coaches and really do all the things they said. And I feel like I executed the plan as perfect as it can be.
So, we really want to know what Michael Chiesa said to you.
Oh, yeah. So, last fight, when I fought Billy, I got so much shit for that fight. They were like, oh, Youssef looked good, but Billy didn't look the same. He looks a little old. He's a little slow. I was like, damn, you guys can't give me props? I'm like, maybe I'm that good. Maybe I made him look that way. And then they're like, yeah, congratulations to Youssef, but that's Billy, this, and that. And I was like, all right. I was like, I remember that. And I had the little talk with Dean Thomas at the Vegas fight, UFC 300. And he's like, no, man, no, this, and that. And he was kind of cool, like, kind of after that. So I had to say something to Michael Chiesa. I don't forget. I told you, I don't forget. I remember stuff. So it's fun, man. It's awesome, we're in this sport to talk smack to each other a little bit and then to really get on each other's a little bit, push the buttons a little bit. But there's no fighting, though. He'll whoop my ass, so I'm good.
Do you always listen to what people are saying to you, like about the fight after, or was it do you?
Oh, yeah.
Just hear it?
Oh, yeah. Before I used to, like, take it as this, not. Now I use it for motivation. I'm like, I'm the guy that want to walk up to you and be like, what now? What did you say? What was the last time you said? What did you talk? Yeah, that's me. I look for one thing. And if you ask my coaches, do not test my ego. I'm bad. Like, I'm just, I don't know. It might be bad in future, but I don't know. Just don't test my ego.
Have you ever listened to somebody and it changed your opinion about them for the better?
For sure, yeah. Sometimes, but I feel like sometimes anybody that says my opinion about you, it's usually not a good side. But I don't know. I feel like, but obviously there's a circle that I really trust. Like, if you tell me what to do, I'm gonna do it. There's no questions asked. It's like, because that's the circle I chose in my life, and obviously I said this plenty of times in my life, and my story is like, your close friends and your close circle is the most important thing in your life. I really do believe that. Especially now these days, I feel like we don't really talk about things a lot. We try to hide it. Especially my culture, I feel like we just hold on to things as a man and really not talk about it or anything. But I have a great circle around me, and yeah, man, anything those guys say, yes sir, yes ma'am, I'm there.
So if it's not Michael Chiesa, then who do you want to fight?
Ah, there you go. That's good. So I know there's a couple guys. I wanted to fight Dan Ige, and he fought Chepe. Before I even got this fight, I was like, let's get Dan Ige. And they were like, oh, I don't know. And then they gave me this fight for July 20th, it's supposed to be. And then they moved it to August 10th because the kid was not ready. So I was like, all right. But I was like, hey, I want to fight somebody top 15. I just fought Billy, who just fought Barboza, and then Damien. And I was like, I don't care if Damien wins, I'll fight Damien's. And if Chepe wins, I'll fight Chepe. I don't care, And but my thing was I wanted to fight top 15. And I know most of them are booked. I know the only people that are not booked is Giga, who just fought, and then what's the Bruce Lee? Alex Caceres. There you go. That's the two, I think. I think Josh Emmett's hurt until the next year, so that's not an option, I don't think. So, but hey, man, I don't care. Like, whoever they give me, I'm just blessed for this opportunity, and I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I can't wait to go out there and keep performing. That's all that matters is performance and what you do in that cage. So I tell this to all the young upcoming guys and everything. Sometimes you win a boring decision, it ain't going to do you nothing in this sport, but you go perform, you change your life in this sport.
What about a time frame of when you want to fight again? Do you have a location you'd like to fight out, a card you want to fight on?
Man, I want to fight in December. I want to fight in December, before a little Christmas, little checks. But no, I want to fight in a little crowd too. I feel like I made Apex like my next door home. I feel like I'm just knock. I'm about to walk in. But I want to fight a little crowd a little bit and get to see some fans a little bit, scream a little bit. Put me on the goddamn main card next time, man. What are we doing over here, man? Come on now. I was like, okay, I know, I understand it's a small card, but I think I deserve a little bit of a main card, but no problem. They don't want to do it. I'll go perform the next one.
I did say when you were walking out, I went, wait, this is already happening? I was assuming it was
Hey,
so
yeah, there you go. There you go. See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about.
And the big talk right now is the Olympics. I'm just curious what you think of MMA not being in the Olympics. Do you think it should be? What do you think, about that, the MMA not being in the Olympics?
I think I like the MMA the way it is right now. I feel like maybe jiu-jitsu, I would love to see that in the Olympics because jiu-jitsu is fun. Like, especially the high-level jiu-jitsu, I feel like you can get, like, really scrambly and, like, crazy moves, crazy submissions and stuff like that. But that's what I would like to see, I think, more. I feel like if we put it out there for the Olympics, but I feel like you put a nice card in, like a UFC card or something, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm about to tune into this thing, But we'll keep the track and soccer and everything for the Olympics. We love that.
Well, when you think of the big names in jiu-jitsu, now, we don't have any proof, but many of them are not steroid-free, I don't believe. So
Oh, no, hell no, they're
could
not.
change.
Those guys would not they'll pop hot every time. I'm like, how you go from 160 pounds to like 230 pounds? Ain't no way. I was trying to eat so much that I couldn't even get that big. And I was like, ain't no way. I was like, and I'm getting tested every other month. So I was like, ain't no way. No. But you're right, actually. That actually might change a lot of things now thinking about it. Maybe let's take jiu-jitsu off either, too. Let's keep them all juiced up so we can have some fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Speaking of jiu-jitsu, what are your thoughts on ADCC and Craig Jones' Invitational going head-to-head?
Bro, that guy is a genius when it comes to social media. I cannot stop laughing with that guy, man. It's like he talks the talk and walks the walk, which is the scary part, It's like all these pranks, all these memes, and all this stuff, man. I was like, don't piss that guy off, But yeah, man, it's awesome. It's like as a spectator, you just love watching it. So I'll just be sitting back in my phone like, oh, damn, he said that? Oh, shit. I'll just be laughing the whole time, so.
You've always said you want a top 15 matchup, but with Chepe fighting on this card, you want to run that back with Chepe?
Man, I don't care. I really don't care, man. I was like, obviously he's Colorado as well, so obviously doesn't matter to me. Obviously he has a tough fight right now, and obviously I'm excited for that fight, actually. I think that fight might be fight of the night, to be honest. Looking at it right now, I was like, those guys don't give a, like, I'm here, you here, let's go, Which just makes it an interesting matchup as well. And I feel like we're about to see who's grappling is good and who's striking is good too. So it doesn't matter, man. I originally wanted to fight Damian after this fight, but they're like, oh, this, and that. But I was like, I really didn't care. I get to a point now, I'm like, it doesn't matter who we get. We just got to go perform. That's the biggest thing in this sport, and I'll keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it. I have to go perform.
Do you like fighting with teammates on a card? And
No, hell no, bro. No, if I had to pick, I would not fight with a teammate. It's an honor to share a card with Chris Gutierrez, which is a vet in this sport. Like he's really good, man. That kid's been fighting for so long, and the camp that he been through, it's amazing. Like to see the dedication and the work, it's like. It's crazy how camps get better and better sometimes. I know some camps go down, but for him, especially after his last fight, to come back and really wait that long and really get his momentum back and his focus back and all the things that happened on that, I can't wait to watch him, and I cannot wait to support him. They trying to kick me out of here, man. I gotta figure out a way to stay here. So you guys might want to give me a media pass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay with you guys, just sneak it in a little bit. But to answer your question, hell no. I do not like fighting with the teammates. You can ask him too.
So I take it you're the type of teammate that gets nervous watching your friends fight?
Bro, you guys saw me in the corner, bro. I'm loud as shit, and then like just a high little Pikachu fucking energy over here, And I was like, man, I'm like, as soon as they start walking, I'm like, oh shit is about to get real, man. Fuck, and I'm not even fighting, bro. I was like I get literally more nervous. Like you can ask my coaches. I was calm in the back. Like, this is nothing. I was like, this is what we do. This is what we chose to do. But as soon as my teammate walk, you're like, God, did I do everything right in the back? Did I do everything right in the camp with him? Did I fuck up something? Like, fuck, like he did anything wrong? I'm messing up. So that was kind of the thing.
And finally for me, what's it going to take to get Louis Goulet into the UFC?
Hey, bro, I think you'll see him here soon. I know he has a fight in September, so I think after that fight you'll see him here, man. He deserves to be here, man. I can't who does not want to watch that style? Like, good luck. I'm not trying to do that, bro. I'm good, bro. I know I got a big ass head, but move that thing to the left, right, bro. yeah. Don't touch that.
Your first run with the UFC was all decisions. Now here you're in your second run and you're getting all finishes.
I like how you finished that, bro. I thought you were gonna start some hot, bro. I thought you were about to say some shit, bro.
No, I mean,
I was about to remember you forever, huh? No, I like that though.
How is this besides the experience? You're still a young guy. I love it that you said you love giving hints to the youngsters, and you're still you're still a young man yourself. But I mean, looking at that first run, what's been the biggest switch from then to what's working so well right now?
I think it's patience and maturity. I feel like before I was kind of like too much into the hype, if that makes sense. I feel like especially in this world now, we get one thing that you're like, oh my God, you're so famous, this and that. You ain't shit, like you really ain't. Like, for you to achieve what you achieve when you're done, then you can talk about it, Right now, the work never stops. Like, even if I get 5 finishes in a row in the next, like, when I retire and then be like, wow, like, then we can be talking, but like, oh, we done this, we done that, you know what I mean? But the work never stops, and I feel like the biggest change was the patience as well. I feel like I always rushed everything, the takedown, the striking, taking a fight, taking this, taking that. I feel like 5 fights, I fought 5 fights in 1 year, I think, in the last run in the UFC. So now just more patient, more like really focusing on not just being in the UFC, like changing my life.
So partly like the business side of things as well.
Oh, bro, to get off the UFC and then to be locally fighting and then to see how businesses run, how sponsors is run, how the UFC look at your performances and stuff like that, and especially my teammates, man, I'm like, how the fuck did he get this contract? And I'm like, look at it, and I'm like, well, no shit. He got 2 finishes in a row or 2 this in a row. So I was like, well, it's all about how you perform and how you do your things and how you handle yourself too. And I was like, I've always been so scared and ashamed sometimes of like showing who I am, And I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like me, man. I was like, you like me, you like me. You don't, you don't. It's nothing's gonna change me. I'm here. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be the loud guy. I'm gonna be the high energy guy, and then I'm be smiling guy. So.
Even with that, I feel like probably your first time around, you would have been cheering to fight anywhere. I love the fact that now you're like, I want to fight in front of crowds. You're like, the difference of just wanting to fight or making the most of your opportunity. Is that one of the things that you learned after the fact of making the most of every moment that you have to the best that it can be?
Oh, man, like, people don't know. Like, I fought Ilia Topuria in Abu Dhabi when the COVID. Imagine I win that fight. Yep. Imagine where my career would have been right now. You had an undefeated kid that never saw this 3rd round ever, never lost a round, and then to go in and I'm the one who basically took it on 7 days notice. A lot of people say, oh, he took it on 7 days notice. Fuckers, I take it on 7 days notice as well. Like, there's nothing different about that, And I flew there by myself, no coaches, because my coaches were already there for Jonathan Martinez, and then me sitting in a room looking at the ceiling for 7 days straight. That was just me, literally just, and like, I was like, just overthinking everything, I was like...
Cutting weight and everything?
Yeah, cutting weight, everything. It's like, the one thing you don't want to do in this is leaving your fighting alone. This is why you have coaches fly with you from Tuesday to Sunday for a reason, because you literally just start overthinking everything, And I'm like, I did not even, like, for me, it hits me since Thursday. Whenever I start cutting weight on Thursday, that's when I start feeling everything, But like you said, back to your question is... Sorry, I get a little distracted sometimes, But... back to your question is, because I know how the business is ran, man. I was like, I see this thing, like, I'm trying to build a brand. This is my brand, This is the Youssef 2.0, So me fighting in front of crowd to more see it and more eyes on me, that's awesome, man. And that gives me more motivation to go perform, I love fighting at the Apex. Don't mind me that, you know what I mean? But because it's a smaller show, we get to have a little fun and really enjoy it, but... In the end of the day, man, like, I want to change my life and I want to build this brand till I retire.
And last, since you brought up his name, Ilia Topuria, what do you think about this run that he's been on that led him up to the title? I mean, like you said, if that fight would have went different, who knows where you would be? But the fight went for him that night. But what can you say about his rise to get the belt?
Keep doing what you're doing, bro, because you're the one that made me who I am right now. You're the one who fucking motivate me to come here and finish everybody because you know why? Because I fought the fucking world champion. And that's what I kind of remember, and that's always I'll take, and that's what's the second phase of my life and second phase of my career. That's that only guy that I was chasing the whole time, and that's the guy when he won his belt. And I posted on Instagram story, I was like, I cannot wait to get back to the UFC. And I know that's a lot of pressure on me. And for me to go do that and really perform is like, what am I scared of? I fought the world champion of this division. Literally, the world champion of this division that's knocking everybody out and submitting everybody or doing everything. So if you can't be motivated, you're in the wrong sport, brother, you know? So that's just me, and that's how I took approach to this life and approach to this fighting game.
My man, congrats on the win. Just two quick ones for me. What you were talking about with Kenny with this, with this finish. Walk me through the finish, and how happy were you that he was overly aggressive and just was trying to take your head off, like you said?
Hey, bro, you see that little thing? I was like, over here, I was like, oh, shit. I was like, damn, he coming at me or something like that. So I was like, kind of the end, I was like, all right, but I heard my coach said timing. So timing, I was like, kind of like, okay, it's either a strike or a takedown, kind of like that, but I kind of seen his foot, and every time I see him back up, he's ready to go. But it actually, surprisingly, he's like, his hips was pretty fucking strong, man. I was like, grabbed him, and I was like, oh, he defended. But I was like, as soon as I kind of like, I've been doing a lot of wrestling lately as well, so I feel like that been helping me a lot, and I feel like I got a little bigger for 45. I feel like I was a little smaller guy before, so it kind of like helped a lot to get a little muscle on me, and I can enjoy some food a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, I feel like I felt him like kind of like lose the balance a little bit. And as soon as I kind of took him down to ground, I was like, from his past fights, he just stays on his back. So surprisingly, I didn't know he would. I think what his head was, oh, I'm winning on the feet. Yeah. So he kind of like, oh, let's get up. And I'm telling you right now, man, do not give me your back. You give me your back, you got issues. And as soon as I saw the opportunity for the back, I locked the body triangle, and I was like, yeah, this is it. And I told him this on the back as well. I was like, I'll finish this kid in the first round, and that was my whole goal.
Because he was trying to shake you off, right? But the body triangle is what kept it.
Yeah, I felt it a little bit, so I kind of like too much on the side. And I feel like sometimes I get a little too excited. Again, patience, get a little too excited and go too much and want to just attack. But now I feel like I said, like experience behind it and all that stuff to kind of really just slow it down a little bit and really focus on, okay, the first choke was not there with the right hand. So I was like, oh, I had to go left hand. And then I was like, oh, the right hand is there. And then I just hear my coaches, it's there. That's it. It's in. I was like, all right, it gives you a little bit more extra motivation to squeeze. So that was it. And I feel like before I was like, wanted to be perfect. Like, get the rear naked choke under his chin. I'm like, it don't matter. I'm taking the chin, teeth, mouthpiece, everything with me.
That was awesome, man. And last for me, we got the 10 fights. So far, you are the finish. Hypothetically, if you get them 50 bands, how do you celebrate just the win in Vegas, but possibly that?
Okay, I'm about to share my dream with you guys.
Let's go.
This is very touchy to me, and means everything to me. I was waiting for my first bonus. That was my kind of goal for fighting in the UFC, is to go back to Morocco, and money there obviously will do a lot in Morocco. So I was going to go to every side of my mom's and my dad's family and literally just give them an envelope full of money to each one of them and just change their life. And I feel like just a little money, you'll be amazed what $1,000 would do down there. So that was my dream. And to be honest, that was the whole thing about this fight. And I have a great feeling that I will get the $50,000. And like I said, you can manifest these things, and people can laugh about it, can joke about it, can do this and that. But this is my story, and this is what I'm manifesting, and this is what will happen. And again, and my goal is to be a world champion, and I will be a world champion.
Unbelievable. I know that's like the craziest random acts of kindness, and you don't do stuff for attention, but please do a little clip if it happens on social media.
Yeah, for sure, man. I know how people look at it, too. They're like, oh, every time they're like, oh, look at him, he's bragging, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, fucker, you don't live in Morocco, so come into Morocco and then you tell me how it is, I'm like, you never had to struggle probably. You never had to do this, so you get just to judge and all that shit, But I'm like, again, I don't care what you say about me. Good luck. Yeah, I'm bragging. Well, fuck you. Okay. Like, I go brag on myself, too, and then go brag on some money, some people.
Let's brag some more. Morocco, stand up. Congrats on the win.
My man, thank you, Rob. Appreciate you guys.
I just have to add an element of fun to that would be to give them humongous checks, like if it was like a prize that those huge.
Oh, that's actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
That would be
Fun.
so. Okay.
One.
Okay, and I gotta clip this video, so I'll clip this video, and like when we do it, I clip it, and I'll post it out there for you guys. So yeah, man, like you guys first heard it first, so nobody actually heard it. So this is pretty awesome for me to share, and I'm happy that I shared it too. So thank you guys.